Hey, I'm the gamer from Mars, and
What is this?
that's payback.
Well, here's my payback to you. It was so bad it was rated 5 out of 10 by IGN.com.
Hey, I'm the gamer from Mars, and today I'm going to review Pokémon Channel for the GameCube. If I had to describe Pokémon Channel, it would be Animal Crossings meets Pokémon, except you're able to watch TV. Well, let's not waste any time and dive right into a game about being a couch potato, while being a couch potato. You start out the game by some Pokemon randomly delivering a television to your house, and at the same time a Pikachu takes up residence without your permission. Over a period of a week or so, you're able to collect channels that you can watch on your television. The good channels are the quiz channel, which you're able to test your Pokemon knowledge with some fun mini games. The host is Wobbuffet, and he asks you and the Pokemon that are playing the game questions, and whoever answers the most questions by the end of the game wins. Here's a really hard one. You have to see which Pokemon the cry belongs to. I wonder what Pokemon this could be. It says Squirtle, Squirtle. Squirtle. Let's see. I can't figure it out. Oh, it's Squirtle. Yeah, even though the questions are sometimes stupid, it's still pretty fun. Next up is Pichu Bros and Party Panic, which is split up into 5 parts, but if you put them all together, it's a full episode of Pokemon. The premise of the show is Pichu and his brother, Pichu I guess, are on the hunt to find an invitation for Meowth's party, but they're not invited, so they have to go and find one. Spoiler alert, they find an invitation. Real shocker. Chum Chum Ranking is where Smoochum tells you how many times you talk to certain Pokemon, how many times you watch certain channels, or even how many times you've visited certain areas. Smoochum's a stalker. While Smoochum's not stalking you, she helps Pikachu get in shape with Smoochum's Shape Up, which is the fitness channel. A Pokemon-themed fitness game? Who needs these? Here's a channel that I use the most, Shopping Squirtle. The channel is basically home shopping network for Pokemon. Even though Squirtle does a good job at selling things, I think my dog could do better. Who would love to buy this perfect copy of Tetris for the NES? Anybody? Going once, going twice, sold! Sold to the person in the back for $1 bajillion. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, well anyway, some of the things that you could buy are wallpaper, Pokemon plushies, posters, and even bus passes. After you purchase an item, the next day you'll get it delivered by Delbird. Now we're moving on to the mediocre channels, and first one up is Odd One Out. All you have to do on this channel is guess if there's an odd or even amount of oddishes on the screen. It gets old fast. Next up is the Fortune channel. All you have to do is select a fortune cookie, and it has as much depth as, well, opening up a fortune cookie. Now it's time for a breaking update with Pokemon News Flash. All that happens is Psyduck sits there while Meowth is out on the field and he's talking to Pokemon about, well, very stupid issues. Watch this one on the mysterious wooden crate.
I see. And there you have it. That ends my report from the scene.
Yeah. Well, next up is the Hatch Up channel. All you have to do is predict what Pokemon's gonna be in the Poké-Egg. It wouldn't be so bad, but it takes about an hour for the egg to hatch. Let's see how the weather is in Slowpoke's weather report. Oh, it's live from Mount Snowfall. Okay. Oh, he woke up. Okay. Okay, what kind of weather is it? Come on, make it sunny. Make it sunny. Come on, Slowpoke, make it sunny. No, yeah. 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 Yes, it's sunny! Now it's on to the horrible channels. There's only 3 of them and I'll go over them fast. There's Smurgle Art Studio, which just critiques art with generic terms like it's good and it's great. There's Mareep Farm, which just shows Mareep jumping over a fence until you fall asleep. And there's Fox News. There are also a lot of different areas that you could explore in the game. First off is the Viridian Forest, which lets you go to Camp Starlight at night, but in the daytime there's nothing to do. There's Mount Snowtop, which lets you go to a Jigglypuff concert. Please don't go to the concert though, cause she'll make you go to sleep. Not because she's boring, but, well, you know. What I don't get is why Kakillian has a microphone. He just sits there, he doesn't even sing. Weird. The other thing in Mount Snowfall is this temple that's abandoned that you could go into. It's surrounded by a bunch of shady characters, and Pikachu doesn't like going in there because he gets scared. Yep, Pikachu, you better be scared. This is what you get for mooching off me and coming into my house and not leaving. Now after leaving Mount Snowfall, you have to go back and catch the bus to go to the beach. But this bus takes longer than a regular bus. I'll come back after the bus comes here, but you could sit down and just wait. Isn't this fun? Yes, the bus is here. Nah, it's just Mount Snowfall. I guess we'll have to wait some more. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what guy thought this was a great idea, that waiting's fun in a game. Yay, the bus finally comes. Now we could go to Cobalt Beach. There are 2 fun mini games at this location. The first mini game up is fishing. All you have to do is get this Poke food, throw it by the bobber, and wait for fish to come. Pikachu does the rest for you, and it's very boring. Once you catch a fish, you walk up to it like any other Pokemon. It'll ask you a question, and if you answer it correctly, he'll give you a nice card or 10 points. Minigame 2 is just tic-tac-toe, except you always win because Pain, my Pikachu, is stupid. The last area that you could visit is the backyard, and it's split up into 2 sections. The first section, you could go and garden, and the second section, you could play catch with your Pikachu, which is the most boring activity that I could imagine. Now that we talked about all the lands that you could visit, let's talk about how bad and reckless Pikachu is. One of the biggest pains that Pain my Pikachu does is that he invites his friends over to my house, which is bad enough, but then his friends ask if they could take my stuff. When I say no, Pikachu looks angry. I wish I could buy a BB gun on Shop and Squirtle to get these guys out of my house. If you thought I couldn't come up with anything else to talk about in this game, you're wrong. There's also a Pokemon Mini with 6 games. The first game is Snorlax Lunchtime, which makes you eat a ton of fruit but no Pichus or they're gonna zap you. Next up is Slowking's Judge, which makes you see if a ball's in or out on a court. Don't know what game they're playing, but it looks boring. In Chansey's Dribble, all you have to do is dribble the ball up the court in the fastest time possible. Pokemon Pinball is absolutely the worst game on this collection. Please explain to me how you're supposed to get better at this game. You just flail around until you win. Now it's time for the Puzzle Collection. The game has more depth than a lot of DS games. There are a lot of modes on this game that are really worth playing. The last game on this collection is Pikachu's Rocket Start, and it's horrible. All you have to do is click A when the guy says go, but I'm never able to make it past the first round. The last thing that I could talk about on this game are the nice cards. You could collect these cards that have pictures of Pokemon on them. I don't know why they just don't call them Pokemon cards. Well, this is all I could say about Pokemon Channel. It's not a half bad game. I mean, yes, the premise is stupid, but somehow they made it work. This game is made up of a ton of little distractions that will only entertain you for 5 minutes apiece. But when you add up all those little distractions, you get a game that will easily entertain you for a week or 2. I really don't see why people hate this game so much. I actually liked it better than Sapphire and Ruby, and that's why this game gets my highest recommendation. Thanks for watching, and for more video reviews, go to artmccarthy.com.